All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the Swanncast. I got my boy Tr3bl3xx. I call him Jack. Jack, how you doing?
Good, good. That's what the government calls me too, so.
Shit, I don't know. I might keep the headphones on for this. I kind of like hearing it through the headphones.
It's a vibe. It looks like a vibe.
I wish I need to get a headphone splitter so like you can also have
Oh,
it.
I don't care. I don't need that.
Shit, Mod's son last night. Mod's son, girlfriends, and Tyler Perry on the internet killed the Rockstar tour.
Yeah, but Medea came out and everything.
Montero dropped. It's a little Nas X's album. That was
Tyler, or Little Huddy's album, Teenage Heartbreak.
Yep. Fucking damn. Last night was a night, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. I dropped a song.
You dropped a song. Promote your song. Push your song.
All right. It's called White Lighter, and it's out everywhere right now. All streaming
And
platforms.
tell them how to spell your name.
Tr3bl3xx.
You heard it. Go listen. It's
You
a
heard
dope
it here
song.
first.
Fucking dude. Mod's son last night. That shit was dope. That shit was mad dope. Fucking...
It's crazy that he said that was his biggest crowd headlining.
I know. I have a hard time believing that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just...
Well, you said before, because that's what I don't remember him ever headlining a show I ever saw him.
You don't remember him ever headlining?
Oh.
I've always... Every
I
time
saw
I've
him.
ever seen him at the House of Blues, he's been the headliner.
Really? I saw him with MGK twice.
I know he's open, but I know he brought Call Me Charisma to open for him. I know then he brought Kasky.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And then
yeah,
he
yeah.
brought, like, there's a couple... There's
Which he's been killing it lately. Have you seen any Kasky
Kasky?
stuff?
No, he kind of, like, after, what's that song? There was a song a couple years ago he came out with that I liked.
Have you seen him lately, though?
Yeah, where he, like, cut his hair and got the fucking
The
full
skull?
head. Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
It is pretty cool. I miss his dreads, though. When I was, like, out there with him, he was doing the dreads, dude. He looked fucking badass.
Yeah.
I thought that shit was dope.
He had a line, he did a tape with Yellow Wolf, Black Sheep, and he had a line, tatted my face so I look distinguished. You know I'm not hiding, all my enemies get relinquished. Or relinquished. I was like, damn.
Dude, I really liked his old stuff. I don't particularly like Yellow Wolf, so it's not that I dislike Yellow Wolf. He's just not like someone I'm looking to listen to.
Mm.
And so when I saw him doing stuff with him, like I've seen clips, and I'm just like, I don't know that I care.
Yeah.
Plus, I've just been on that punk rock and like EDM rap so hard.
I haven't dabbled in any of that, but I like to diversify and get inspiration from everything.
Yeah, I go through periods where it's like, this is what I listen to. You know what I mean? It's like, these four genres, these are what I listen to right now.
Mine usually happen for once a week. Sometimes they're heavy, and other times they're not.
Dude, I randomly go through periods where I need to listen to like...
Talking about
Sometimes I go through like a day where I just need to listen to metal music all day.
Oh yeah, I do that with 80s a lot.
I don't know why. I'm just like, dude, I need to listen to I Set My Friends on Fire right now.
Mm-hmm. I do that with Avenged Sevenfold, and I even do Attila, and I'm not afraid to say it. I love Chris Franzak.
See, I had a friend that ruined Attila. Like, you know how every now and then you have that friend that ruins a band?
Mm-hmm.
I had that with Attila.
What did he do?
He just never shut up about... Dude, do you know they rap? He raps, too.
Yeah.
Just all the time. It's like, I know he raps. You told me last week.
They're considered trashcore in the community,
I don't think they're a bad band.
but I don't think they're bad either.
I think they're, like... If you played them, I wouldn't be like, oh, man, turn this.
Yeah.
But I just, like, can't get that connect.
Mm-hmm.
One band I almost had that with was My Chemical Romance. I had this buddy, he just would never shut up.
Oh, that was millions of people.
I was in a band with him though. He was the guitarist of my band. He's like, dude, we need to be more like My Chemical Romance. I'm like, no, and like I only knew the big ones at the time because we were young, and so I just like, I'm not listening to these guys. Fuck them, dude. Like, this dude won't shut up. Couple years later, Ariok actually, we're living together. He's like, "What? You don't listen? You've never listened to the Black Parade album?" I'm like, "No, dude. My buddy ruined them." And we just sit down with some beers and just fucking do that. Speaking of beers, will you hand me that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
So you got the whole experience in one.
Yeah, and then but I'm like 20 years old. No, I think I was 19 at that time, and I'm like. Oh, now I see why my boy liked him so much.
So I take back the comment at the show when I asked.
Well, I knew the song Black Parade already.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't want to listen to the album in its entirety because he just is like, oh my God, they're so good. I had the same problem with Lamb of God. The drummer in that band, he still drums for me. He loved Lamb of God. Lamb of God, Lamb of God, Lamb of God shirts. His China, it's autographed by their drummer.
Yeah.
Their drummer like played it at a show, autographed it. He bought it for like $500, and now he uses it.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Well, he didn't use it for the longest time, but he always breaks his China, and
I mean,
I'm like, you should use that
about a certain artist. You were saying in the car, I think I'm Mudson's #1 fan.
Dude, okay. I mean, I get it. But I don't shovel them down anyone's throat.
Yeah, no. And I think I like to, like, you have to find, like, there's people who enjoy an artist and then they're clones of said artist.
Yeah.
You have to do your own take.
I know. I feel like I get why it's easy to turn into a clone of your favorite artist. And I try my best not to be a mod clone because, like, I feel like the energy is very, like, similar. Mm-hmm. So I have to make sure to highlight on everything that's not the same.
Oh, yeah. We discussed song titles before, and you're like, I can't do that. That's too similar to...
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Song titles I got to be careful with. I'm like, yo, I don't, like...
I'm trying to get rid of, like, band merch from my attire altogether.
See...
Because I don't want to promote something too hard and then just get grouped in...
I like having band merch of ironic... Like, I have a Britney Spears shirt. Love that shit.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like... Or, like, I'd get, like, an Olivia Rodrigo shirt or something like that. Like, shirts of, like, oh, that's funny. Mod, obviously. Mm-hmm. But, like, I'd get, like, a Trippy or an X shirt, too. Like, guys that are, like, not the A-listers. Mm-hmm. I like to, like, kind of show a little homage to those guys.
Yeah.
Those... B, C, D listers. I like
saying
those.
Britney Spears is an A-lister?
No, but that's ironic.
Yeah.
I love Britney. I used to have Britney posters all over my wall. My mom actually, last time I went over there, she had to break the news that when she moved, she threw all my Britney posters away.
Yeah.
And I was pretty upset. You can ask Elena. She was there, and I was like, Mom, do you have any of my Britney posters? She's like, oh, I was like, what about the one that was in the frame? She's like, yeah, I got rid of that one too. I was like, ah.
My childhood.
She threw out all my Kiss posters.
That's sad, actually. That's really sad.
No, you know what? She kept a couple of them that I had, like, in a poster case. Because I had a collection of posters. And she's like, here. I took a couple of them, and we were putting up posters in our house, and I just, hey, babe. Can you close this door? Yeah. I'm sorry. But we're putting up posters, and I actually hung the Kiss one. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, that's not my vibe. It's not my vibe anymore. Yeah. I love Kiss, you know, don't get me wrong. I'll fucking listen to Kiss. But it's like, it's time for new posters.
Yeah.
I know it sounds childish, but I feel like a lot of who I see myself is what's hanging in my house. Like the art and everything.
Yeah, no, of course.
I feel like it's a big piece of like showing people like this is who I am.
It is.
So I was just like, yeah, I like Kiss, but is it really my personality still? Mm-hmm. It's not. Like that was my personality when I was 7.
Yeah.
I know it's weird. When I was like 7, Kiss was my favorite band in the world. My whole room just decked out Kiss. I had every single Kiss album by the time I was 10.
What's your favorite Kiss song?
God Gave Rock and Roll to You. God gave rock and roll to you. Oh, that shit just hits
I
different.
think my favorites. They call me Dr. Love.
Dude, they have just so many like. I also like this one's a little more corny, but I love the love gun. Yeah. It's just that like build up to the pause, love, and he's talking about his dick. Yeah. Also, shit. Rain's Been Falling, I think it might be called, or it might just be the tears are falling. Tears are falling.
Yeah. I was like getting Bullet for My Valentine in my head a little bit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Kiss was.
Did you ever hear part 2 of Bullet for the Tears
Yes,
Don't Fall part 2?
Yes, it's way better. It's way
better.
My buddy showed me that. He's like, dude, there's a part 2, and I'm like, oh, those are usually lame.
Well, that's the thing. When you, like some of them are, most all of them are like not good, and then you're like, when they are, you're like, oh, cool.
Yeah, you're like, oh, you did it. It's you actually did the thing.
Inspiration of another to into something new.
Yeah, fucking Lil Uzi did that on a turn. You know.
Oh yeah. With the
his was actually good. Yeah. Have you heard on YouTube people have a mash so it's like it just goes into each other?
No. That's pretty good.
They're perfect. Like it's seamless. Mm-hmm. I'm impressed. And like if you notice on that on his P2 when it starts it says it's the sample of him saying it from the first one, and then you can hear the cut in the production where it's the I don't really care because you lie. You can hear the quality difference, and so I don't know if everyone can hear that, but I definitely can since I'm a producer. But go back and listen to it, and like you're gonna hear it, and you're like, oh shit.
Some of them artists like him especially, like there's mumble rap, and then there's like. You know what I mean?
Those guys know what they're doing.
Correct.
That stuff is not designed to exactly be like tell you something. No. It's designed to fucking sit back, vibe, and it sounds
this motherfucker's trying to buy a planet.
Yeah, I know. I hate when people are like, "Oh, mumble rappers are just dumb. It's stupid." It's like you don't get what they're doing. These guys are way better production makers. Like the production is way better than rock. You know, but rock is made to tell you something.
Yeah.
You can still have dope production, but that's the lyrics. Like I know, like I know if I say this, it will echo in this time, and we can do these cool things with the sound. It's not and like so much auto tune. That's the fucking point.
Yeah, that's the some people it's just overshadowing your voice. You're just lacking for something you can't do.
Yeah, it's like
no, it's the sound.
No, that's why I like
when you watch a monster movie. If they're like, "Hey, what's up? I'm Greg," like, that's not a monster. Like,
yeah,
you gotta have the
1975. They have some songs where there's not a lot of auto-tune. There's some where there's a fuck ton, and I feel like people are always like, "Oh, you use auto-tune, you can't sing," and they really go to show you like, yeah. You can't, and honestly, you have to sing better to use auto-tune. You do. People don't realize that. Like when because
you have to compensate for those.
Yeah, I like to record with auto-tune high, like a shit ton. That way, I am forced to sing on pitch. Yeah. Like when I hear it back, I'm like, oh, that's in pitch. Yeah. So then I can go back and turn that auto-tune off.
Because it's a vocal pitch corrector. Like,
exactly.
It's a tool.
So when you sing on a pitch, it sounds fucking weird. Mm-hmm. So when I'm singing, I like to keep that monitored with me, and then I can turn it off later, turn it down, whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely nothing wrong with it.
No, if you hate auto-tune, you hate music, dude. Every song that anyone listens to since like 96 has auto-tune in. Yeah. Because I think 96 is when auto-tune was invented.
Something like that. I know Cher did it.
Yeah, it was mid-90s.
Well, they had earlier because Snoop did it with the box thing.
That might just be pitch correction.
That's that weird big huge box where they put the pipe in their mouth.
Shit, that's fuck. I know what that's called. Peter Frampton used it too with his guitar. Talkbox. I think it's just called a talkbox. Yeah. No, that shit was dope. Peter Frampton, dude. Wow. Like, I don't know. You ever seen him do that and he's just like in the microphone, dude? Oh my! I don't get how that's possible. That shit's dope.
That's cocaine, right? The guy is that Peter Frampton, or am I thinking of someone else?
Cocaine. No, I don't think that's him.
Oh, it's someone really close.
It is someone close, but I think you're off slightly. I can't correct you though to tell you wrong. Dude, Joe Rogan recently, he pulled up this clip on his podcast. This dude is doing like he has a distortion pedal for his voice, and he's like making guitar sounds and full on like Led Zeppelin. Eric Clapton, yes, very similar. Peter Frampton's like, oh baby, I love.
Yeah. So, my bad.
It's whenever we're talking like 50 years removed from that time period, it's like I hate to say like, oh, they all sound the same. I'm not saying that, but it's like they start running together.
Yeah, true.
You wanna know something controversial that I think I'm right on?
Yeah.
The Stones are not that good. They just have 8,000 fucking songs. I'm pretty sure they have like 20 studio albums.
Yeah, they were revolutionary in what they were doing.
I think they would have been a lot better if they stopped.
You can milk the cash cow until you can't anymore.
But you don't need to keep making new music.
True.
You can literally just like they're one of those bands that like we're not playing that song, we're not playing that one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, and plus when you have a catalog of 20 albums, how do you choose what to give your fucking fans at the show?
Yeah, because you have to play the ones that everybody knows.
Right, and how like. And like in my opinion, the only reason they had so many hits is because when you have that many songs, you're fucking bound to make a couple great ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
I just feel like they could have like ventured into new territory at some point, and they didn't. I love the Stones. I don't want to like trash talk them. I just feel like they're not what they're made out to be.
Yeah, there's some I can't.
Like I'd rather see a band like The Doors in their place, you know, like fucking. Oh God, what's his name? I'm blanking. Lead singer. Jim Morrison. He died. You know, like we lost him. That's a legend, man. Like we didn't get to see where he could keep going.
Yeah, I mean he was technically a poet the whole time.
Yeah. Dude, their organ shit, their music just sounds weird.
Yeah,
that's what I like.
It was the time switch. It was the era of disco, but it was more like they tried to, you know what I mean?
I think they would have evolved into a Talking Heads type.
Yeah, I could see that.
Right? Like, Talking Heads is underrated. They have so many songs, you don't know that it's them. Mm-hmm. I once had, like, a vinyl, like, greatest hits album by them. It was one of those ones when I'm just going to the record store to buy, like, 6 albums that are like $5 or less, and I bought that one because I knew a couple Talking Heads songs, and I'm like, wait, that's Talking Heads?
Yeah.
I was like, that one's Talking Heads? Okay.
Well, it'd be a lot different now too. Like I feel like social media presence makes or breaks artists as well. Like if you do something that's, you know, makes you stand out, then you could get, you know, fame from that, or you could get blackballed because of it. Like
yeah. That it definitely does.
That's a hard.
I also think cancel culture is gonna lose grip though here in the next couple years.
I hope so.
I think cancel culture was something on the DL for a long time, and then it just randomly got blasted in the mainstream, and everyone's realizing how toxic it is.
Because they're looking through years worth of archived stuff to find little details that they didn't agree with, and
I can be wrong. You know, me and you, we can have a wrong viewpoint, and then say 5 years ago I thought X, and then I learned Y. Well, now I believe Y.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's because I didn't have that knowledge, and so it's so corny when people like look back 10 years and find a 50-second clip where you were wrong, and they're like, "Fuck this guy." Yeah. It's like, what the fuck, dude? People are here to learn.
Like the baby thing, I feel like that was just wrong. I feel like he should still be canceled because it's modern times.
I'm mixed on that. At first, I felt strongly
When
that
Elton
he should be
John publicly shames you,
Well,
I would be like,
at
"Ah,
first,
shit."
I was definitely on board with the cancel of him. But the more I look into it,
It's all public. Like
he said some stupid shit, but also at the same time, it's like
you have to let people say what they think.
they're gonna. He's gonna say it behind closed doors.
Yeah.
And how about instead of like canceling him, I like the people that are like, "Yo, let's talk."
Yeah.
And plus, how many people do really realize that things like herpes and AIDS and stuff are just a pill fix now? Like, a lot of STDs nowadays aren't as bad. Like, we can fix them.
Yeah. No,
They're not good. We don't want them.
The ones that you just mentioned now.
Yeah, they're not good. You don't want those. I don't, like, but, like, yeah, they used to kill you. They did. But do you even know that there's a fucking fix for HIV now? I feel like most people don't know that.
Well, it's not a fix. It's just a remission thing.
Yeah, it makes it so you don't die.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I mean by fix.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna die from it. Imagine if we had that for Eazy-E.
No, I mean, like herpes is crazy too. I had a buddy who was talking to some girl for a while, and like he had no idea, and she's like, well, yeah, I see this moving along, and you're really cool, but I just want you to know that, I had herpes, but it doesn't go away for another 4 or 5 years or something. I just wanted to share that with you, and it's like, man, that's some baggage to carry, like.
Yeah. I once talked to a girl who had herpes. I was like, listen, we can be friends.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not, and she was kind of mad at me, like, oh, you're gonna judge me for that? I'm like, I'm not judging you. You're cool. I just don't want that.
Yeah.
Cause like the thing is like they're on pills, so that they don't get flare ups.
Mm-hmm.
What happens that one time they forgot? What happens that one time because I'm pretty sure the pill doesn't always keep it from coming away. Mm-hmm. I think it still does. And what about that one time we didn't notice? I don't want that risk.
Yep.
Like, fuck.
And it's because she probably had no idea who or when she had got it too. So it's like you play Russian roulette every time.
Well, that's the thing. I feel bad for those people that don't realize till 5 guys later, 5 girls later. It happens, you know. It's
I've got tested before. I mean,
I've got tested.
Shame in it.
Have you ever had anything?
No.
You never got burnt? Even one of the low level ones?
Nope.
I've had gonorrhea. I had chlamydia once.
No,
dude,
I mean,
it's just a shot. Take a pill for a week and you're clear.
I'm lucky too. Like, I feel like there's some that would have definitely.
I fucked a lot though. I've had a lot of sex. I'm surprised that I've only got what I've got.
Yeah. No, I could have swore after one girl at Kent, I was like, it's gonna happen, and it didn't. I was like, cool.
See, I was on some fucking 3 at a time, 4 at a time. I'm asking for it at that point, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just on Tinder looking like I was bold on Tinder. I'm like, yo, I got a girlfriend. Who else is coming? We got parties. I got 2 homeboys. They're also down to fuck. Me and my boys were just inviting girls.
Yeah.
Like, yo, we're having a party with a bunch of hot dudes that like to fuck.
Yeah, and you put them in your profile, so you know what I mean?
Yeah, we put pictures of each other and shit because we're homies.
Group swiping.
And sometimes girls, I'd match the girl, maybe not message her. They might message my buddy would be like, hey, dude, I just got a message that says, how do I fuck Raja? And I was like, tell her she has to come here and be hot. I don't know. You weren't enough to catch my impression to send a message. You had to message my buddy. You got to really bring a hot friend with you. One time, we're having one of these parties, and I invited this girl over simply for the fact that she was 6 foot tall.
Okay.
I never slept with she's the tallest I've ever slept with, 5'8". I was like, man, I really want to know what a 6 foot tall girl's like. This girl brings Because I always tell girls, bring friends.
Yeah.
I got friends. Bring friends. Her friend's ugly. I'm like, fuck. We don't like the ugly vibe. So I'm like, where can
I'm sure there was someone around there.
Well, no, I had to make her feel at home. I'm a good host. Yeah. You know, I don't care. That's just my internal thing. Yeah. I'm not worried. You're still gonna have a good time. You come to my house. So I'm like, I'm talking to the girls, and they're like, we're talking. There's like 50 people at my house. I'm like talking to them because I could tell I wasn't gonna get them to separate.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what do you like to do to her ugly friend? And she's like, well, I'm an art major. I always kept canvas, paint, crayons, colored pencils, art stuff. So when girls came over and we were tripping, they could do that. Well, I get them in my room. I'm playing music. I'm like, here. I give her a canvas and all these paints. And I say, here, paint me and your friend while we do drugs. And me and her friend just pop Molly and making out on the bed while she paints us. My buddy opens the door. He's like, yo, Ryan. Oh, never mind, man.
And I bet everybody had a good time, too.
Dude, we always had a good time at that place. I'd be having, like, one time me and my boy Tom were having a 4-way in the bedroom while people are playing, like, the GameCube. Like, I don't even know what games, some nerdy-ass games on the GameCube. People are playing beer pong. There's some people tripping acid out on the front lawn. One time I made a TikTok where I decided to steal our neighbor's fucking grill. And then I started making TikToks about this grill. We were just fucked.
Should have made burgers.
Dude, we already had a grill. Like, we had a nice grill. This grill was not nice that I stole. It was kind of gross. So I'd, like, take, like, kerosene and, like, burn a fucking, like... I'm like, ooh, what's cooking on the grill? And I'm just cooking a box of Oreos.
Yeah.
Shit was fun, dude. I miss being young and, like, having, like... I would like to get a house, like, a 5-bedroom house... and get, like, boys together, you know, a group of people.
Like a hype house.
Yeah, I miss having... It's pretty much what we were doing. We were getting so much clout just doing that. Being friends with other cool people...
God, is
so important.
Hate social media even more. Like, imagine, the time before...
I think it's cool. You can have so many friends, dude. You know how many of my best friends I've never met?
Oh, yeah, I mean,
that's what I like about it. I want to be cool. Like, with fuck the people around me if I'm from Ohio. These people suck. They don't have, like, Ohio's ambitions are to stay in Ohio and keep making a big family.
Yeah.
And, like, that's not really that ambitious to me. It's like...
Well, cost of living is so cheap, too. I mean...
Yeah, you can go down to Ashland and get a fucking 3-bedroom for $500 a month.
Most people don't have when you showed me this small side story, it's telling me a story when we went to the concert. One of his friends lived in one of these like 17-20 story condominiums in downtown Cleveland.
Shouts out the Killings.
And you're just sitting there talking, and I'm thinking the whole time, God, one day. You know what I mean? Some people don't have that. They're just like, oh, I'm content.
I know. When I saw that, and do you see the guy? These guys. It's a group of brothers that I'm friends with. I was friends with the youngest brother, and dude, they're just a bunch of clean cut guys. You can just tell they get what they want out of life. I respect the fuck out of people that, you know what, whatever I have to do to get what I want, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
that's just like so many people are lacking that. Like, I feel like the whole like, I'm going to live with my mom until I have kids and then live in her house with my kids until that. And like, we're all going to work 40 hours a week every day at our same job. We're going to be doctors. We're family doctors. I'm a doctor. You're a doctor. We're all fucking like, that just seems like we can't do anything. We're useless. Not really useless, but you know what I mean? Like, we can't think for ourselves. We were going to create this weird like history that's only relevant to us, and I feel like the world's just not open enough to be like, what's new?
The goal and the dream of success is too over glamorized. Like, to feel like you made it, you have to, you know what I mean, have money, women, power. You could make it if you provide. If you have two kids, you know, a wife or whatever, you provide for your kids, you put food on your table, you have a car that you enjoy, a house that you like. You're making
See,
it.
I don't get a million views to some people's ideas. Like, oh, you didn't make it. You failed.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm like, dude, I have a house that I'm proud of. I like my house. The vibe in here is really cool. I have my own home studio. I can drive 5 minutes down the street to my real studio.
Yeah.
I have a job that's pretty good. I make money off this shit. I'm doing everything I've ever wanted. All I've ever wanted to do is make music.
No, and like, I even dabbled. Someone told me the other day, like, oh, well, if it's not you, you're creative. You could just write songs for other people. And I'm like, well, I don't want to. And then I'm thinking, all the people who do that, and they just make bank off of it. Black Bear sold that Boyfriend to Justin Bieber. Maud's son made that song just recently.
See, that's something I would like to dabble in, but at the same time,
I want to be the face of it if it's good, but if it's not for you, then it's not for you.
The reason I like making it is because, like, there's always a chance I just have that one song that...
Yeah.
So, like, if that happens, cool.
Yeah.
If not,
I feel like you'll know, too, when that happens. I feel
like I can hear in all my songs why they're not big.
Yeah. I hate the ones, too, that I think are good, but people don't like.
I know.
And then, like, you...
You know what sucks? I don't like Community Property anymore.
Really?
Yeah. It's not like I hate it. When I made that, I thought that was the one.
Yeah.
When we made that. Sorry, I'm talking
it's
like...
Okay.
When we made that, I really thought that was the one. And I think that's why I don't like it anymore. I was so, like, set on that.
It's hard. You gotta stop looking at your own stuff, like, and critique it.
I'm so critiquey. I hate my music.
That's what you have to stop and just, like, appreciate the vibe of when it was done.
Yeah.
Too. Like, and it holds a special place because it was a time period, not...
I know. I kind of missed that time period.
Imagine when we were talking about the video. You still planning on doing a video, or you're done with it then? We can talk about the ideas you had for the video. For that.
Yeah, I still want to. I don't care if we talk about it.
Okay, yeah, he's like, hey, we got to get a big mattress. We're going to put it out in the middle of a parking lot somewhere. We're going to have girls come and pour whipped cream all over them with Ready Whip cans. It's like, that sounds awesome. When is this
I think that's what we should still do that.
That sounds awesome.
I say we need, like, 3-4 OnlyFans girls. Mm-hmm. Pay them, like, I don't know, $50.
Yeah, whatever they ask for.
Yeah, give them a decent little price. You know, they'll get to be in the video. I think we should still do that. I think it'd be fucking cool. I think it'd be cooler if we did it in the winter, in the snow, so that we're in girls in bikinis and we're, like...
hard nipples.
Yeah, I think it'd be funnier because, like, damn, you guys went through that in the cold. Because you know how I like to add that element of, like, weirdness in my videos?
Oh, yeah. When you did we were doing the
snowman.
Yeah, I was like, do a snowman.
Or snow angel.
Snow angel. You're like, well, all right. And then everyone I showed that to was like, look at this crazy motherfucker doing a snow angel.
Yeah, everyone's like, geez, bro, you're doing a snow angel. Or the jumping in the water and me versus her. Mm-hmm. Like, I like to add that funny antic.
We do it. I pushed you into the crowd with the concert. I know you wanted up there. I was like, here you go.
Last night, I wanted to get there, and we got there a little later than I'd like, and I was a little upset because I wanted to be front. I'm the biggest mod fan son in the world. I know it's a little corny to be a 23... Oh, I'm almost 24. To be like almost 24 years old and just idolize a man, but I don't give a fuck. So we're close, but we could be closer. And during girlfriends goes, let's open the pit, and the pit got pretty big. That pit got opened up pretty wide.
Bigger than I thought it would.
Yeah, it was bigger than Mod's pit.
It was because he had 3 separate small ones.
Yeah. But
and one Elena stepped on.
So I'm like, oh, the pit's opening, and I'm right outside the pit, and I start inching towards it, and then Jack over here just shoves me into it, and I just go full bore. Oh my god, pushing everywhere, fucking throwing some fists, throwing some elbows, shoving, and then I'm also at the same time pushing my way up front, and I end up second row. The only people in front of me are some fangirls.
Because they're back up, and then you just shoot right in.
Yep.
That's how it works. I did that before at a Wall of Death at Mayhem. It, like, opened up, and I ran all the way right in the middle into the front, and then it was like...
Dude, I'm excited for Jaden next week.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, my God. That'll be fucking fun, too. That'll be fun.
It's gonna be alright.
It's gonna be alright. Yeah. I can't wait to. I don't wanna pretend. Where's the. That was funny when they played Feeling This. And she goes.
What do I know that from?
Yeah, she goes. She's like. Oh wait, this isn't Jaden. I'm like, she's like, I thought it was Jaden. I couldn't tell why it sounded weird. I'm like, yeah, this is the song I told you. It sounds like it's so clearly a ripoff.
But they said that about the MGK's album. They're like, oh, it sounds too much like.
It doesn't sound too much like that. That's the fucking point. They're bringing pop punk back.
Yeah.
There's only one way to sound pop punk.
Paper Cuts is all right.
I think Paper Cuts is amazing.
It's his own, like, it's what he wanted to make. Like,
yeah, that's what I like. That song's, like, when he showed that clip, I thought it was going to be garbage.
Same.
Because that clip sounded lame. Mm-hmm. And the Paper Cuts idea, honestly, is kind of lame. Like, the, sign a deal, I got paper cuts. That's kind of lame. Mm-hmm. But the song after, like that's a cool little intro to a cool fucking song. Mm-hmm. And, like, the video, it might be the best video of all time.
It's like, that's what kills me. It dumbed lyrics down to make, like, I'm a punk.
Yeah,
like,
the I'm a punk. It's like, he's kind of like, it's like, yo.
I felt a little way about that.
But I'm talking like that. Just the, dude, oh my God, that hum.
You know he did that for the girls.
Oh, yeah. And, dude, the spot in the video where he's just leaning back in that mesh shirt, smoking a cigarette, and that hum's hitting, I'm like, you had no right to hit me with that kind of sex appeal.
I think you posted that on Instagram.
Yeah, I was like, what? I watched the premiere.
Yeah.
I, like, was on the live with him and Cole Bennett, like, yo, it's about to drop in 5 minutes.
Travis parts at the end when he's...
Oh, my God. Dude, did you see the VMA live performance?
I did.
With the big kick drum, I thought that was fucking hilarious. I thought the rap was a little weird.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we know you rap, dude. I kind of feel bad saying that because he was, like, shouting out his dad, though, and stuff, too. Mm-hmm. So, like, I feel kind of bad saying it was weird. He still killed it. I like that song. I like the energy. It's so, like, more Nirvana feeling. Mm-hmm. And that's what I've been trying to do, so I'm kind of upset that he got to it first, but like it gives you that just like, dude, I want to fucking hang with my boys and smoke weed in this weird basement.
Yeah,
that's what I like. We're missing a lot of those
Kenny shit,
dude. Fucking, I miss music that just makes you feel like you're with the boys.
Yeah,
that shit was different.
No, there's all sorts of stuff like that. Like, you got the crazy music, and then stuff you could sit down and feel a type of way about, and that's, you know what I mean. It's just hard, like, to make experiences resonate with other people.
Yeah, it definitely is. I feel because, like, I try to be hot in my music. I try not to be sad anymore. I used to always make that sad music, and I'm like, I'm just not sad.
Yeah.
Like, I might get sad and shit, but I'm not. So I'm like, I'm going to cut all the sad stuff to the best of my abilities. But sometimes I forget that not everyone is a 6'3" in shape dude that gets a lot of girls.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like there's been a disconnect in my audience.
Yeah.
Audience...
I'll bridge that gap for you. I don't mind.
Yeah, I need it. I'm just not sad. You know what I mean?
That's, I'm going to quote something that's not even unreleased at this point.
Do it.
So, you said at the beginning we made this song, and your standpoint, and that's perfect of it, is your standpoint was, they said they never liked me, but now they sound just like me. Because you're in that mindset of like, oh, everybody's on this level, and now they're... And mine's like, they said I wouldn't do it, now you should see their faces. And it's like, two different...
That's why I like that song. That song has the most star power I've ever seen in something that I've worked on. Oh, it really does, dude. I'm glad you wrote that because, like,
I'm glad you made me not write it out. I'm way better. We were just like, I had an idea, and it just didn't work.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, start something, and I'm like, all right. And then you kind of gave and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I said, here's a microphone. I'm going to put some auto-tune on you so you're in key. Sing.
Yeah, just speak on the real shit.
Yeah, say what you're feeling. That's what I always try to do is just like, what is this? Like, I'll write like 50 like starting lines.
Mm-hmm.
It's not till I get that start. Like, the song got to tell me what I'm
do it
telling.
with song titles. I'll pick a title or a situation.
I like to title afterwards. I like to write the song with I don't know what I'm writing.
Mm-hmm.
I just am writing the words that come to me. And then I'll change them, like put them in different spots, stuff like that. So I got a story, rewrite. But first I like to start like with mixed signals.
Mm-hmm.
Want to know how I wrote that? I loved it. I was like, this is gonna be the best song ever. The
switch up was what like, you have to hear this.
I was playing it and I couldn't figure it. I knew that song had to start off with a powerful line, and I couldn't think of what to do. So I was like, the hard part is just starting it off.
Yeah.
Because the hard part of writing a song is how you start.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that line means. Because it feels so good till something goes wrong. Because once you fuck up, now I gotta rewrite it.
Yep.
That's what that intro of that song, it's talking about the relationship between a writer and his music.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad you clarified that.
Yeah. I try to like make concepts
I love
that don't mix. Like, I'm talking about a relationship with my lyrics. It's like I have other songs where I've done that same thing, where like relationships with other stuff. Like, I've had relationship with drugs, but I talk about it like it's a girl.
Oh yeah, what's the song, the MGK off of the Lace Up mixtape that he did that?
I don't know. I wasn't really a big MGK fan in the Lace Up days. I like listen to him like a little bit, but not a ton.
Eminem did stuff like that too. Eminem, he's good for that too.
Eminem just evolved way too high, and he's just way too fucking stuck up.
God, I gotta
like, we get it, dude. You can fucking say cat, bat, hat, rat, bat, slap.
Lead You On was the song.
Lead You On. I feel like I have heard that.
It's the one where he's talking about like heroin, and he's like comparing it to a girl, and it's.
I think I have heard that. It's been a minute, but I think
because it's one of them ones like the whole time you think it's like, oh, I'm just talking about a girl, and then when I have something needle in my veins, and it's like, oh. There's a lot of like certain parts you pick up on song wise that people. There's a Bring Me the Horizon song that came out recently. He says, I don't know what hurts the most, holding on or letting go. And it's like...
Yeah. Holding on hurts way worse, just so everyone knows. Let go. Life's so much better when you let go. I've lost all my owning, like anything I've ever owned, material-wise and like personal-wise, multiple times, and every time I come back 10 times stronger.
I friends too. I think I actually asked you that. I had a buddy who told me, I'm not going to pre-order or listen to your, because I don't want you to think you're going to get something that you're not.
See, that's trash.
I said, hey,
I only get places if you support me.
Yeah, I said, how do you think? He said, well, if a friend doesn't support what you're trying to do, as long as you're not being a drug addict, like, then they're not. And that's kind of, I was like, hey, you know what I mean? I've been thinking this for a while. You know, I just don't think it's going to work out.
If someone doesn't believe in you, fuck them.
Yeah.
Like, in my opinion, you don't have to love my music if you're my friend. I don't ask that. But if you can't support me, why should I support you?
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is the most important thing in my life. I love to do this. Yeah. I am in a situation where I can do this. Mm-hmm. If you want to act like I'm not like doing something unique, special, awesome, fuck you.
Yeah, and it's like compared to what are you gonna do? You're gonna go, like you said, 9 to 5,
Yeah.
get a girlfriend,
Right.
and have a nice car, and just be boring. Play golf.
Exactly. It's like, you know what? I invest all my time and money into this.
And it's a habit, but it's also like you enjoy it. You know what I mean?
This
So
is
it's
what I
not-
love. Like, I love to do this, and you can't. Dude, I'd rather have 5 hardcore supporters than 0. You know what I mean?
Well, everybody would. You mean than 100 non-supporters?
No, I mean there's been no one. And
Oh.
fuck 100 non-supporters. I'd rather have 5 supporters than 0 supporters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if 5 people are all that I make music for 10 years, I made 5 people's lives better.
Oh yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. No, I like doing that too, and I like picking like moments and stuff. That song "Forever on My Mind" was kind of about my younger brother, and then he heard it, and now he sees me more.
Right.
He's like, I really made me think about what I
It's
had
nice.
going on.
It's nice when they see different. What I try to do is, because I have a lot of guys from high school like, oh fuck you, you suck. Well, especially when I started making rap music. And this one dude, he would always be like, fuck you. When we had problems at school and stuff, we didn't like you. So I started making music that he would like, and I'd always send him a link. I'm like, hey, fuck you, and send him a link. I'd be like, hey, you're a bitch. I'd start group chats and just invite him so that all my friends could trash talk him and just screw with him. Like we just fuck with him. Like,
Do the snippet, like how you
dude,
name
I'm gonna
your
fuck
snippets.
you in the ass. Just make him uncomfortable, and then send like, oh my god, or all my friends, oh, it got me so awesome. Oh my god. I'm like, bro, do you like this song? And eventually we got him. He's like, you know what, this one's not bad. I kind of like this one. You're getting in the right direction.
Yeah.
That's the way you deal with non-supporters.
Yeah.
Is you fuck like I wasn't saying fuck you, you're a bitch, oh, I hate you. It's more like, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
I can make music you do like then.
Well, that's cool too, because like you're broadening your horizon.
Exactly.
You know what
That's
I mean?
I see as that I don't.
There's more
make a
people
genre.
that feel the same way
I
that
want to make
guy does.
I want to make everyone feel like I want to make people. I want to make music for people. Everyone enjoy. Maybe you enjoy these 3. You enjoy those 2. That one's your song. Like I want everyone. I want a mixed crowd at my shows. You know.
Yeah.
I think that shit's just dope.
We need to start being famous like TikTokers or actors or
Dude,
Instagram influencers.
I know, I
'cause
need to
now
get
they just
back.
make KSI just put a song out with Lil Wayne.
I know. I want to get back on my TikTok shit. I've made a couple TikToks. I used to do it all the time, and I was getting a good following going from that.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what made me versus her blow up. Is I was on a TikTok kick, and getting a lot of supporters, and then I made a TikTok that got a couple thousand views, and then I got a couple TikTok girls to make TikToks.
Are you able to put your own music in your own TikToks? I guess.
Yeah.
Wow, I never thought of that.
Yeah. If don't do it all the time.
Tell me. I have no idea about. I know what it is, but tell me, what do people watch on TikTok?
Anything.
It's just like the
Anything.
rebirth of Vine,
Dude, I was literally just. You were at my old place in Medina. You know that wall, that cool corner? I just danced and lip synced the songs I liked in front of that corner. That's all I did. That was my bit.
and people watched.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be like the guy who gets on and watches car
I get thousands of
videos,
views. It's just
like
me doing
revving
that.
engines.
I got a couple thousand views on a TikTok of me singing along to Parents by Youngblood, and I did this. Got a couple thousand views. And then I got a couple thousand views for Avril Lavigne's Girlfriends. I showed my jawline. Everyone went nuts. Someone commented on it, because this is when I had the blonde hair. And they said, you look like Owen Wilson mixed with Justin Bieber. I was like, what the fuck?
He's just the normal nose.
I was like, you just named some random 40-year-old guy and a cute 20-year-old guy, and that's who I look like, a combination of that?
Just swooshed your hair and then like, baby.
It was like on this photo. Yeah, like this photo right here on my screen.
We'll have to edit that in. Oh yeah.
Should I just make that picture like on the YouTube? Cut
Yeah.
this picture out and make that the cover for this. That's fucking
Just
funny.
keep abstracts below the waist.
That's
Oh
fucking
yeah,
funny.
shout out Abstract. He has a video coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Well, I don't know.
Well, yeah, the 18th of September.
The 18th. It will already be out whenever you are listening. It's his song with Lil Cray.
Which is crazy because that dude's big. He's signed with what? Future?
Doughboy.
Doughboy.
Doughboy signed by Future. Doughboy signed him.
Oh.
Also, I think it will be dope going out to LA now because this stuff makes it so much easier to stay in your house.
Yeah.
Having this equipment.
And having like small goals too is a big thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna be like, you can want to be huge, but you'd always be in a constant like it's never enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think I said the first time I just want to get flashed on stage. That you see Girlfriends what that girl did. He was
I'm
like,
telling you,
yeah.
I swear to God, I think I matched with her on Tinder last year.
That's crazy.
I can't say for sure, but Sophie, if you're listening and that was you that flashed girlfriend your tits.
Yeah, you were the first girlfriend flash.
Yeah, the first girl that flashed your tits to the girlfriend. That's dope that I matched with you and chatted with you. Good job for flashing your titties.
Yeah. He was excited.
You want to throw darts?
Nah. I did the last time and I
know.
I did pretty
Look
good.
at that. That wasn't the last time I threw. I left it. That was a good grouping right there. That nice line down the 17 with a bullseye.
No, this is
I even got a triple in that bitch. I got a fucking bullseye, a triple 17, and a single 17.
I
Hell
played
yeah.
darts at like dive bars.
Dude, I
where-
love
that's
doing that
where
shit.
I'm-
They always like,
301.
people are always like, I like cricket. People are always like, damn, why you throw those bitches so hard? I like whip because these are heavier.
Yeah.
And they like it's a cork board, so I gotta get it to stick in there. So when I go to those, they have the plastic
they're
ones,
just like,
but I'm just like,
Yeah.
they're like, why do you fucking do that? I'm like, because that's how I learned to throw.
Check the scoreboard.
Yeah, I'm like, look at the scoreboard, bro. Dude, you ever seen those people that like pick it up backwards and they like, so the point is like this way,
Yeah.
like pointing back at them,
Yeah.
and then they're like, and those people are wild.
I felt bad in your video there when you made him throw them things. The first take, he was like,
Bro, he threw his
lost
bad
one.
pair. He's actually like a really good dart
That's what-
player.
that's why I
those
didn't
are
know-
his shitty pair.
Okay,
he
I
has
thought
like
just-
4 pairs.
Yeah.
Like whenever I played, I always would play with him, and he had like a pair. His second best pair.
It was
that
the
my
guy
pair.
the younger
Alex.
guy, Alex, who carried him out in his video.
Yeah, Alex Ryan. Shout out to Alex Ryan. You're the shit. Also, you know what? Shout out Harley. You're fucking cool. That's the other guy
Yeah.
throwing me out.
You that video was crazy. You made that face in that video when you saw the fire guy, when you were just like everything at once.
Yeah.
That was what you were doing last night. You were like, ah!
Oh my god, dude, I don't like that video. That video is underappreciated.
You showed it to what's his name. He was like, which one's your best one? You're like, this one, and it was.
Yeah, I think it is. I just like that one's story, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got the 2 settings and shit with like, I'm taking you on this venture with me, a day in the life of Swann.
Yeah.
And like, look, we're going to walk down this fucking
And it
path.
wasn't like it wasn't playing with that stuff either. Like we were just like, we're gonna go walk, we're gonna go down by the tracks, we're gonna go to a bar, and then we end up meeting a guy who juggles flames.
Well, okay, you don't know. I organized him being there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that was my bar. So I was like, yo, I'm filming a video. I told everyone, I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm coming. I think that was a Saturday we filmed that. Like, I'm coming Saturday and filming a video. I'm like, okay. That's why, if you notice, half the bar was on the other side. They're never on that side. They just knew they didn't. Those were people that didn't want to be in the video.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the name of the bar?
Cindy's.
Shout out Cindy's.
Shout out Cindy's Medina. That's why I put I made sure he like got a clip of like Cindy's, because I was like, they can't let us use their bar. You not like put their logo in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so I told him to bring his juggling shit. He didn't respond to me all day, actually, so I thought he just wasn't going to show up. He's always at that bar, but there's no guarantee he was going to bring his juggling stuff, but he did. And then, well, he wasn't there at first when we got there. Remember, he just came. But I didn't know, like, the people playing pool, those people are not regulars. So those were people I just asked day of.
Well, he, like, the reason I didn't know was because he's like, hey, man, I juggle. I'm like, really? And he's like, hell yeah. And I was like, thinking, but I watched
Yeah, that's my boy
juggle.
Nick Bonnet.
Then
Yeah.
he's like, what, would light these on fire? You could do that? Like,
Yeah, because I didn't know that he even had fire ones, actually. I just knew he had the blue ones. Because he will sometimes just bring that shit to the bar.
you think that gets him laid?
Probably. He's not a bad looking guy.
Yeah.
He's pretty cute for that type of dude. Probably. And he goes to like Nelson's and shit, dude.
Like the ledges?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should go. I didn't go this summer and I'm really upset about
I've
it.
never been there.
It's so cool.
I wanted to.
Dude, do you want to go splitsies on a tent? I need a new tent. My tent ripped last year. But I have like a fucking...
You don't need to do splitsies at all. I have like an 8-person tent.
You have... I was going to say splitsies on an 8-person tent. That's what I had last year.
I went camping tons when I was
Fuck
younger.
yeah, bro. Dude, let's do it.
I never had friends.
We should see...
Who, that, like, and I'm going to go off on a little tangent here.
Okay, go.
Friends who, like, enjoyed that thing. Like, that's why when you... It just kind of all fell in line. Like, you know, I felt like an outcast because I was around people who were like, that's not cool. Oh, why you... Look what you're wearing. Oh, you can't...
Yeah,
and it just made me think something was wrong with me. You know what I mean? Like, I'd look at normal and I'd be like, what is this guy... What is he doing different, right? And I did, like, coming around and you're like, oh, let's do... I knew about all these things. I just never had anyone to go
I
with.
like you because you're someone that anytime I want to do something, you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Because... I feel what you're talking about. I used to get that feeling. But what I realized is it's just Ohio. These people are so unmotivated to try things, to do something outside of their comfort zone. Like, is camping exactly the type of person I am? No. But, like, it's fucking fun to escape.
No, yeah, I was.
And I like to ride bikes, and they have good paths for bike riding and shit too.
And I asked you, I was like, hey man, you ever want to go to a BMX course? You're like, fuck right, I do.
I want to get another dirt jumper. I used to have a dirt jumper, a fucking small size. Oh my god, I love that thing. I need to get the front suspension with the hardtail though. I don't like rear suspension because I like to be a little wacky. But I want to get one where, because my last one, the brakes, the line, I couldn't like do
Here, I'm gonna do
a spin on the.
This is the place that
But I want the brakes where the line goes in it so that it can spin. You know what I'm talking about?
It's just like that's just one section. It's the wheel mill in Pittsburgh. It's a indoor industrial BMX park.
I love Pittsburgh.
And there's just different crazy stuff to do, and it was just so fun. Like, you could rent the bike. It only was like $40. You could stay there all damn day.
Damn. This is pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should definitely fucking go there. I'm down.
No, Nelson's Ledges. I've always wanted to go. I dated a girl that
Is it
that my type of girl.
Dude,
was like,
we
I go
go
all
there.
the time.
We go there, bro. Last year I had this bitch with me, and like we were walking. We just found a rave in the woods. I said, "You have one job. I have a wallet. Go find me drugs." Yeah. It's dope, man. We should look up if it's too late in the year to go. I don't know if you still can this year.
It depends if the water's still swimmable.
I didn't even swim last year. I went 4 times.
And you're like a personable like those friends we met.
Oh yeah, dude, I made so many strange friends.
I'm this.
Open.
They're still open. We should go.
Yeah.
You want to go?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Invited?
No, fuck you. Yeah, you're invited.
As I said, I'd take off Friday next weekend.
Well, next weekend we're going to Jaden.
What, just for Friday night?
We could go to Jaden and then I say we go next weekend.
Yeah.
I say we go next weekend.
No,
I think that would be more fun.
That sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
We're both like, hey, how you doing? What are you into tonight? What's going on? Like,
That's how I am, dude. I love making friends with people. Like, I love talking to. I love being nice. Like that girl last night. She's 30 years old. It was her first show.
Yeah.
I've seen that was my 5th mod show.
Yeah.
You know, it's like fucking get in here. And she's like, I can't really see
you
over
did
you.
what I did to you to her.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm like, get the fuck up here. Come have a good time with us.
Yeah.
I'm like, you might be smushed in a little bit by me, but fuck, I'm just having fun.
Yeah, I told Elena nothing's gonna happen, and she got kicked in the face. Sorry.
I'm surprised you get kicked in the face and not the fucking 5'1" girl in front of me.
Yeah, what the hell was that? Was not
I guess
that
they
the
also
one?
had
Yeah.
me though to sit there and pick them all up off the
And
ground.
they don't weigh like 2 pounds.
Yeah.
As soon as that stuff started, I was just on the ground immediately.
That mosh pit was fun. I think Mod's pit was more fun. I'm sorry.
it
I'm sorry it wasn't
wasn't.
for you, but like us upstairs, it was dope.
When they're too big, I don't even.
I've
like getting
never
them.
had to search for anything on the floor of a crowd. That is weird. Like,
Did they
it's literally-
stop moshing after you were searching, or were you like they?
No,
were pushing
people were
around?
still dancing and stuff, and I'm on the ground and like looking for her like phone, my phone, vapes and shit, and I'm like literally crawling through their feet, and I can't see anything above anyone's knee. It's all black and legs. That's all I can see. It was the coolest shit ever.
I felt when I was sitting down, I felt like the Flick from A Bug's Life with all those plants. I'm just a little ant because I see legs and ass.
It was weird. I literally couldn't see. It was blackness above like a knee area, and then just your legs and feet, and then just like all the garbage on the
Can you
ground.
imagine if he did the jump thing when you were down there?
Oh my
Your ground would
god! Well, you can feel the ground.
Yeah.
Like do that when everyone's
That's
jumping.
why I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do this. That was what was gonna get me again.
Dude, I love that shit, man. I'm like jumping over people. My
Broke
hands
your
are
Gucci
high.
belt.
I ripped my Gucci belt in half in the mosh pit.
At a Mod Sun show.
I'm DMing him right now. Oh, forget Brennan just messaged me. I'm telling him right now, I ripped my Gucci belt way through the mosh pit.
Because you know he saw you.
Painkiller, bro.
You both ripped something. She almost ripped her face. And
I know. She almost ripped her face.
that
I ripped
is
my
new
Gucci
favorite
belt.
song.
Yeah, I got a different. I already liked that one, but after that mosh pit, I was kind of like, okay.
I gotta listen to that song again.
She's traumatized. We're like, yo, that was cool.
Yeah, that was Internet Killed the Rockstar. That song it was just, that's a song.
That is a song.
That's a
You're
song.
right. You're right. That's
I
the
don't
best
know.
thing you can say. Like, that's the way something should be composition. It's just so powerful. That build. It's such a fucking build.
Yeah.
Just to that.
And it has like the My Chemical Romance, like Welcome to the Black Parade feel.
Yeah, just
From
that.
where nobody feels like me. It's like, yeah, that's.
I just love that. I had the whole world in my head. Remember me just like this was the last thing I.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Like it's so like dude. I saw an interview. Well, it was from the Alternative Press interview where he said, "I used to drive around when I was 16 and sneak out just to drive around my hometown and blare songs and sing them." He said, "Internet Killed the Rockstars," that song. And so just put yourself in like 16-year-old Mod's shoes, driving around Minnesota, singing "Internet Killed the Rockstar," smoking weed, like just by himself, dreaming. Like,
I think that was the interview when they said like he did rap because he thought he was good, but he didn't think he could sing.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he's like, he said something along the lines of like, I'm not gonna, you don't listen to me for, oh, that's perfect pitch, all you listen for like the enjoyment of what I'm saying rather than how I'm actually saying it.
Mod just has that vibe. He just knows how you feel. He's
Yeah.
a real person.
Yeah,
He doesn't have that plastic about him. And I like that. I like that so much. I want to smoke a bowl.
What are we looking at time-wise?
I don't know. See, this this is what I don't like about Logic. I record the podcast in Logic, but it doesn't tell me time. It just tells me how many bars, and I don't really remember what time it was when we started.
Nope.
But it's almost 2:00, so I was figuring we'd probably wrap it up in the next 7 minutes.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Went a lot better the first time.
Yes.
Scrapped one. I think you said something about fucking goats.
I was just trying to be controversial, and then I listened back, and I was like, wait, that's way too controversial. Yeah. 9/11 did just happen, though, so woohoo, shout out 9/11!
Pete Davidson and John Mulaney put on a thing downtown and they donated all the proceeds to, like, the survivors and stuff.
Good.
And that was pretty cool.
Good. I haven't heard much about John Mulaney lately since he got out of rehab.
He has a kid with Olivia Munn now.
Really?
Yeah, and
He divorced his wife.
Yeah.
I knew that.
She don't even look like her anymore. Do you remember her from the G4 days? Like every gamer kid's dream girl. She's like the...
No.
Yeah, what? I feel bad for women in Hollywood because they have to just do plastic surgery just to...
Yeah.
Like
I know they just have to stay hot for the rest of their life.
It's almost sad. Like...
Yeah, I know. I feel bad for, like, Nicki Minaj, who, like, she got those huge boob implants and ass implants, and then she starts widening like a woman does as she age, and then she just has to keep widening her tits. Like, imagine you have to get bigger tits every 2 years.
Yeah.
That's, like, you have to.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I take care of my skin now. I say I'm going to be a silver fox when I'm old.
Dude, I just got, like, a nice charcoal mask to start putting on my face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I be feeling like $1 million.
It's regimen. It's morning. You have to wash. Put a lotion on with some SPF for the sun. Sun will damage you out. And then wash your face 2 times a day. Once at night, and then a nighttime lotion. And if you're really into it, an eye cream.
I don't get bags.
I do. I get bags of racks on.
Dude, I've seen some people that get some bad bags where it's just like purple. It's like, damn,
like
that's
Pete Davidson.
You're not even that bad.
My eyes are so red underneath.
I've seen girls where their noses are just red unless they put makeup on.
But they went to too many powder faces in the bathroom.
Did you just send me that, Elena?
Yeah, I sent you pictures from this.
It shows up on my computer
Yeah.
before my phone. So if my computer doesn't have anyone's name saved, it just so their numbers pop up, and I'm like, whose number is that?
New phone, who dis?
New phone, who this?
No, that was fun. I got everything out I wanted to say.
Yeah. Plug yourself. Tell them your Instagram. Tell everyone everything.
Alright. It's the same thing as everything. Tr3bl3xx. Song came out today, actually the 17th. And I have another coming out soon, but it may be a while because we got all the logistics because it's a really, really, really good one.
Yeah, we got a really good one. We're going to get it. We want a really good video. So it's a song we did together. It's going to be really fucking good. It hurts
because I want the world to hear
I know.
it.
That's the worst part about having a good song is like, I want to release it, but you're like, no, I got to do it right.
I showed it to my brother was like, wow, this is really good. I was like, yeah. And then everybody, like JT was like, yeah, that's pretty good. He don't ever really say that. It's like, yeah, that's okay. He's like, well, I could see this one.
One of her friends, she picked up one of her friends to do a tattoo. And we were in the car. I'm like, yo, check this out. I just made this. And I showed her face, and she's like, yo, that's like actually a banger. I'm like, yeah, this one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, we definitely need to plan that one,
we
get that
to.
One. We got, oh my God.
I've been to your friends. You gotta ask, what's her name?
Yeah, Lily.
Yeah, shout out Lily.
Yeah. No, Lily's down. I got another kid. His name's Colin. He gave me his number. A kid I went to school with. He like looks young.
She was the one that did the banana in
Yeah.
his other video.
Yeah,
I enjoyed every minute of it, Lily.
Fuck. Everyone, the Swanncast Instagram needs followers. It's literally SWANNCAST. All my podcasts are still just released on OrigamiSwann YouTube. This podcast is only on YouTube at the moment, so So yeah, there's that.
The next podcast is going to feature Onyx. He has more followers now.
Yeah, my fucking dog is getting more views on his Instagram than I have ever gotten on anything.
Here he is
Shouts
now.
out. I got a Pomsky. His name's Onyx. He's fucking adorable. You can follow him on Instagram at Onyx with a Y, ONYX. Onyx the Pomsky. 095. He's pretty
knocked
cute
out right now.
He's adorable. He's fucking less than a year old. I think he's 4 or 5 months old now. He's born June 6th, whatever that timeline is. He's the cutest thing in the world. I love him to death.
Comment down below how we stop him from pooping on the carpet.
Yeah, comment down below how to make your puppy stop pooping on the carpet and poop on a pad because he's a little turd. Follow me, OrigamiSwann. Listen to all my terrible trash music because it's kind of cool, I guess. Thank you for listening. You guys are beautiful. Oh, shit. I just started playing music.
All right, now.